What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Al King, back on that again with another banger for y'all's out here today there, y'all. But guys, we gotta go over this article over here by GameRant.com. Guys, we got a huge rumor going around. Now, I heard about this rumor before in the past, but I finally made my way to talk about it today. But guys, we gotta talk about Billie Eilish. Yes, the famous musician, the young singer. I don't know, does she rap? I don't know. I think she just does like pop type of music. But yeah, she's very, very popular in the music scene. But she's not an actor. And there is rumor going around that Marvel Studios is eyeing her to play a character from the X-Men, Rogue. Yes, guys, Marvel Studios. They want to get Billie Eilish, potentially, just a rumor, to maybe play the character of Rogue. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I have heard of the character Rogue, but I never really knew much about the character until just today. So apparently, in case you don't know, the character Rogue, she's an X-Men, and she can absorb the powers of, other people, and no matter if they're normal people or just superhuman, wherever the case may be, Rogue can absorb the powers and become very, very strong. In fact, one cool thing I learned recently from a YouTube channel, I forget what YouTube channel I watched this on, but apparently the character Rogue, she once absorbed so much different people's powers, and she was able to take on Scarlet Witch, which wasn't really even a fight, unfortunately. She just walked up to her and just stabbed her through her stomach with the Wolverine claws, because she absorbed the powers of Wolverine, got those powers, and yeah, it was insane. And we all know how strong Scarlet Witch is, which makes me wonder if this is true. It does make me wonder now, because when I look back, if you remember Kevin Feige's recent announcements with Miles Morales, Blade, Scarlet Witch, giving us all these updates, and also the X-Men as well. Never know, we might just have Scarlet Witch to come back just to be knocked off by Rogue, like in the comics. Maybe, something like that could go down. So, that could be foreshadowing something right here. But as for Billie Eilish herself being a part of the MCU, my personal thoughts on it, in terms of the overall look, I will say Billie Eilish, I can see her playing Rogue, but at the same time, this is a musician, not an actor or actress, so I really hope that she get, one, some really good training, and two, I just hope that she does a good job, because we have seen, people who who are in the music industry, they transition over to acting and they don't do the best job. Like, look at The Idol with The Weeknd. We already seen how that went. And I ain't gonna lie, I mean, there was some parts, I will say, The Weeknd, he did all right, but he definitely needs way more time to prepare for any acting role. Yeah, that wasn't it. Yeah, he need a lot of work. It just really comes down to, if you're gonna do a big switch like that, make sure you got a person, who can overall fulfill that role pretty good. Don't give us something that's just gonna be like completely foreign to that person. From what I've seen of Billie Eilish, I don't really, follow her like that, listen to her stuff or nothing. But I just know she's basically like a chill, laid back emo girl. That's pretty much her vibe, from what I'm getting. But in terms of her being a part of MCU, I will say one thing that might actually make her not a bad choice, and that's really her parents. Now, her parents are both actors. Her mom's, I think her mom is a more bigger actress than her dad. Well, actually, no, I'll take that back, because I think her dad was in Iron Man. I don't know which role he had played, but yeah, both of her parents, they're both actors. Nothing major or too big. They got a couple, familiar names, on TV shows and movies that I had, heard of in the past, but nothing major. But I will say, if I'm not mistaken, her dad was on Iron Man. So that might also propel her to even get the role and be a part of the MCU, because her dad was in Marvel, associated with Marvel Studios. I'll throw it up here on the screen. But yeah, guys, so that alone might just help her get into the MCU with that alone, because her family are both actors. She's successful. She's got a big following. And in the entertainment industry, if you got a lot of clout, you already got a following. Anybody can walk up in there, no matter if you got talent or not. You know, if you got the clout, you got the name, you can pretty much you pretty much got full on leeway to go and do whatever you want. So so possibly, you never know. She probably got a lot of training in terms of acting from her family, but it just wasn't for her, and she just went on to the music scene. So now she's probably, you know what, I want to go ahead and dabble with acting. We'll see what happens. If this rumor and everything is true, no idea, but hey, we'll see what happens in the future. But now I will say this. Now, overall, if it was up to me, I don't think Billie Eilish should be casted for the character of Rogue. Unless you're talking about like a young Avengers or young X-Men, maybe I can see that working. But I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I feel like a character like Rogue, like, I don't know, like she just got a more mature look to her. And I just feel like Rogue, she needs to be played by a cougar. Like a cougar needs to really play a character like Rogue, in my personal opinion. She just got a more mature look to her. But I'm not saying, Billie Eilish can't pull that off. In terms of the look, if we're talking about like a younger version, I think most definitely she maybe can pull it off. And with her, just for the fact of her parents being actors, that also propels her. And one of them was in Marvel Studios, on the Iron Man film. That also helps as well. So we'll see what happens. This isn't my top choice. I do feel like, we need to get some fresh phases regarding superheroes, instead of just recycling people that we already see in the mainstream. Not saying they don't deserve a shot, but, keep in mind, in the world of entertainment, only a small, tiny percent of people actually make it and get to the highest level in that career. So let's get some fresh faces up in there. But that's really all I gotta say. Let me know what you guys think of Billie Eilish potentially being involved with the MCU. Do you guys think this is a good thing? Will this turn out great? I mean, off rip, most people will be like, no, this is terrible. What the heck is going on? But only reason I said it's not bad, just because she kind of do got the look for it. I can kind of see it. That's the only reason why I would say, okay, maybe. And then plus her parents are actors. That's the only reason why I say maybe it could work. But in general, I just think we should get a fresh face, somebody new. Give them, let's get some new people into the spotlight. That's just me. But you guys let me know what you guys think. It's your boy Al King. Like and subscribe, share. I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Y'all have a good one.
I possess all your dreams. A demon preys on